Hey everyone, this is Nate. I'm doing my TNA review for July 22nd, 2010. I just tried to put a review up and it was 2 minutes over, so let's try this one more time. Try to shorten it up a little bit. First match of the night, they booked AJ Styles versus the Freak Rob Terry for the TNA Global Championship. Title which I don't think has any significant meaning whatsoever. It's not even like an IC or US title to me. It's just there. I thought it was ridiculous how they pointed out that Rob Terry is the longest reigning global champion in TNA history, while considering the fact that the title's been alive since about a little over a year, and he's only the second or third person to have it. I think it's just a ridiculous thing to say about him. For a Rob Terry match, it was okay. It doesn't really live up to any expectations, but for an AJ Styles match, I thought it was very poor. He did not need Kazarian to help him win, but he did win, and I think this is TNA's way of saying congratulations AJ Styles for being number one on PWI's top 500 wrestlers of the year. Excuse my lisp. Next we had Madison Rayne and Sarita backstage, which I thought they cut a hell of a promo. I love Sarita as a heel. There's conflict between the beautiful people. I'd like to see more where that's going, but it was awesome. Dixie Carter shooting in the conference room on the ECW originals, mainly Al Snow, saying that you're not supposed to be fighting these TNA wrestlers, TNA management. Very disappointed with them, but what about the rest of the ECW originals? And this sort of led me to believe that they're not going with an invasion storyline like they portrayed, and I was really disappointed. I thought if it's not going to be an invasion, what is it going to be? And it was a disappointment for me. I thought I marked out big time for the invasion, and I thought it was going to be something better. So, by the end of the show, we'll see what happens with this. Next, we have a tag team match between Taylor Wilde and Angelina Love versus Sarita and Madison Rayne. First of all, they stripped Angelina Love of the TNA Knockouts title, and I thought this was a very importance, and I think what they should have done is, before the match, kept it just the two of them in the ring and make it a big deal. Have Angelina react. It's like she really didn't care about losing the Knockouts title. It didn't really affect her that much. They should have brawled and then brought out Taylor Wilde and then Sarita run to the ring, and there, boom, you have a tag team match. Simple booking. Once again, the motorcycle lady, spoiler alert, Tara, comes out, saves Madison Rayne. Lacey torn between sticking with her beautiful people partner Velvet Sky and going on the motorcycle with Madison Rayne, which she ends up going with Rayne. And what I see coming out of this is beautiful people obviously breaking up. I don't know why Madison Rayne still comes out to the beautiful people music. Excuse me. Oh look, the wrestler. I just want to spell it out. I foresee and I hope either a Velvet Sky face turn or an Angelina Love heel turn yet again, and which I think that's a better idea. Angelina Love is much better off as a heel, and I see the original beautiful people getting back together, and that would be a huge feud between Madison Rayne and either Velvet or Angelina, like they already have. Next, we have a great match, as always. As always, when you have a Kurt Angle match, it's going to be a great match. This time against Big Man Supermax Hernandez. Big spots in the match. I love the moonsault that Kurt Angle did. Can anybody remember the last time Kurt Angle actually hit someone with that moonsault? Because I don't. But anyways, awesome spot in the match. Hernandez had a magnificent backbreaker. I had to rewind and watch that a couple of times. The thing is with this Angle versus the top 10, great idea, but the one mistake he made, TNA, was saying that Kurt Angle was going to retire once he loses his first match. Kurt Angle's not going to retire on free TV, ladies and gentlemen, and I believe he's going to go all the way and at least make it to number one for a title shot. It just sucks the fun right out of the match. Good match, fun to watch, but it's not the same. You need the suspense, really. I'd like to watch a wrestling match thinking, oh, who's going to win this match? Not when it's a Kurt Angle match now, because he's just not going to lose. You know he's not going to lose. Kevin Nash Jeff Jarrett hit it dead on. Looked at Kevin Nash. What the hell are you talking about? Spoke for all TNA fans around the nation. All 4,000 of us, or how many of us buy the pay-per-views. Kevin Nash sticking up for the guys in the back, the young guys that are trying to make it. The same guys that Kevin Nash vowed to take out one against another over another before he gets his attention. Now he's not with a band, or Scotty there, Scott Hall. Last Call with Scott Hall coming up next. That was stupid. Lame, lame, lame. Comment on that if you want. That's going to be a feud. That's just going to go weeks. A couple weeks left of the pay-per-view, and I don't want to see any more of the Nash Jeff Jarrett promos. No. Moving on, Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy. What I like about this is a 10-minute beatdown of Jeff Hardy. What helps is it's got Samoa Joe doing it. I don't care who would have done it. I'd love to see Jeff Hardy get beat down. Not a fan of him. Samoa Joe had a great match with RVD. Like I said last week, match of the year. So far, I believe that's match of the year. Well, that's just side by side against the Motor City Machine Guns and Beer Money. Excuse me. Match number 1 in the Best of 5 series, which we're going to get to that Best of 5 series in a minute. I like to see where this is going to go between those two. And Jeff Hardy is a hell of a wrestler. I just don't like the man. Came to a draw, and I think they should have just let him fight. Give him a couple more minutes, or not even a match, just a few minutes of another beatdown. And I just don't like the ref stopping it. Matt the Jobber Morgan versus Mr. Anderson. I don't like Matt Morgan, the way they're using Matt Morgan. He's not a jobber, he's a friggin' giant. Let him run over people like Ken Anderson. I know Anderson needs a push. He was just in the main event for a title match, but don't push him over against Matt Morgan. He's a sore loser. That's a good way to push Matt Morgan, I guess. If you're going to lose, yeah, why not? Bloody at Mr. Anderson. But I don't like the whole jobber thing. Match number 2, Motor City Machine Guns, TNA Tag Team Champions against Beer Money Inc. in a street fight. Let me just see how long I got left on this, just because I don't want this to go over anymore. Okay, I got a couple minutes left. I'm good. Great match. Like I said, these two were always going to have a good match. It was a street fight. It felt like a scheduled street fight. They won the clipboard contract thingy on the ladder, which basically said Beer Money gets to choose the next stipulation of the following match. I think they could have cut an excellent promo saying, "We are Beer Money and we choose to have a street fight. We're going to beat your ass down, cowboy style," which they didn't do. It just felt like another scheduled match. They used the ramp, awesome spots on it. The dropkick from Chris Sabin was excellent. They had a good chair shot on Alex Shelley right on the legs. I don't know who swung the chair, but it was freaking amazing. Beer Money wins match number 2. And when you have a best of 5 series in wrestling, you know that it's going to come down to match number 5, and you know that it's going to be at the pay-per-view. So look for the Guns to win the next 2 matches. But even though you know who's going to win them, they're going to be the best matches you're going to see this year. Motor City Machine Guns, awesome team. Beer Money, I like them a little bit better than the Guns. That's just me. I'm a fan of them. Devon confronts Brother Ray. Brother Ray's wearing an LAX t-shirt. I love it. I just want to see LAX one more time together. I thought it was funny. Brother Ray made a good point, saying that he's proven all he had to prove with the ECW guys, and they should just let it go, which I think this should do too. They should just let it go. Trying to relive something that's already been lived. This is horrible. I have a list, man. It's not the list coming out. I'm just stammering on. There we go again. Interview with Rob Van Dam. RVD can't cut a promo. His promos aren't worth shit. I'm going to leave it right there, and I'm going to come back with part 2. And I'm going to leave my lisp out of this. See you in part 2.